Still thinking? And then I'll go public here in just a second. Live. Okay, great. So this is just for people in playback. We haven't published officially yet to start getting people in. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Welcome, everybody that's watching this after the fact.
What's going on, y'all?
All right, so I'm saving it now. We should be going public any second now.
Back with another live. This will be in podcast world, so thank you for being here. That's right. I repurpose my friend's content for my own benefit.
That's right. Literally steals it. Put it on there. Okay. Update that. We'll wait for some people to hop on in. Today we were going to talk about
Civil War, right?
Civil War. We haven't talked about Civil War yet, and we haven't talked about Doctor Strange either. I was out of town last Sunday when we normally would do it.
Yep.
So I did not get a chance to.
What were you doing?
I was in Boston.
What were you doing in Boston?
I was visiting some fam.
Who did you see there?
Some family. Saw my sisters.
That's it?
That's it. So let me know when you guys see.
Blast off 480s here.
Started streaming less than 1 minute ago. So people should be coming on in. Andrew.
Yeah, it just went public.
Yep.
Universe. Hello, everyone.
Yep.
So we were talking, we have, I'll just reiterate again for those of you who are just now hopping in. We have not had the chance to talk about Civil War yet because I was out of town. And we haven't had the chance to talk about Doctor Strange yet either. So we wanted to talk about some of that stuff.
You want to make me a moderator real quick?
Sure.
I'll put it in the chat there.
Okay, thanks. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Jeff, O Direction, Jaden, Dimitri, Fraser, Ludwig Van Beat Droppin'.
Wait, that's an awesome name.
That's a really good name.
Darkenese, good to see you as always. CK Sidekick, how's it going? Glad to see you.
Hey, Matt
One of my
Lane
patrons.
Fitness is here.
Hey, how you doing, Matt?
Wow,
Lane
Matt
Fitness?
Lane.
Is it the real Matt Lane Fitness?
Yeah, apparently Matt had some doppelganger
Yep.
at some point. I would hate to give them my, you put yo?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. I'll make you a moderator. There you go.
Look at CK Sidekick in here. What's going on, man?
All the power is yours now.
I have power.
So yeah, we hadn't had the chance to talk about Doctor Strange or Civil War. Last week, when I normally would have talked about Civil War, I was in Boston visiting some family. So I would love to do that. I'd love to talk about Civil War. We got a lot of good feedback from the intro that we did, so we can talk about some of that. I did a special video, patron exclusive video, where I kind of went behind the scenes and I talked about the filmmaking aspect of that. I know Matt did one on his Patreon too.
Yeah.
Mine was more of like how we did the special effects and how we shot it and stuff.
You did a really good job on that, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Turned out really good.
I appreciate that. So any questions or anything we can get into? We just finished filming Guardians 2 tonight.
Yeah.
So no, don't say anything about that. I still have to edit and everything.
Sure.
So but let's chat, guys.
Blast Off said Doctor Strange is awesome.
Doctor Strange is awesome. Yeah. Will you watch Baby Driver eventually? We got to get through the MCU first. That's my priority.
What's that about?
Ryan Spencer, when can we make a video together? I have a camera. Ryan lives by my grandparents. Good to see you, Ryan. I've been running into Justin a lot.
Where do your grandparents live?
Gulf Breeze.
Okay. I didn't realize that.
So we ran into my cousin Justin the other day at Home Depot. I ran into him again at Target.
Really?
Yeah, like a day or so later.
Are you stalking him?
He's probably stalking me.
I know. I didn't want to make it seem like you were conceited, but we all know the truth there.
Yeah, Ryan has done a lot of videos. I remember being, because he's he's a lot older than I am. He's older than me, and I remember him making a bunch of videos and stuff back in the day. So it's cool to see that he's watching me now.
See you later, Matt.
All right, Matt's gone.
Arthur Pope said to hug Holden.
Who? I don't know who that is.
Arthur Pope.
Uncomfortable.
There you go, Arthur.
Thank you, Arthur. Mike Shack. Has Matt watched Love, Death, and Robots?
Nope.
I've never even heard of that.
He said react to them.
Those are all different movies?
No, I think it's one movie.
I was kidding. No, I have not seen that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh,
Are you familiar with that movie?
I'm not, actually.
Sounds like it might be right up your alley. The robots part, at least.
Jordan Galston, thank you so much. £10.99. Thanks for the awesome content over the course of the COVID-19 lockdown. You guys have made it easier. Lots of love from Ireland. Wow.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you.
I know I only did a video. I did one video last week, and that was Doctor Strange. Well, I guess I did the Patreon video too. That took some time. But I'm hoping to be able to knock out a few more this week. I prefer doing 2 videos a week if possible. Minimal will always be at least one, most likely posting on Saturday. I feel like I'm breathing right into the mic.
What?
You are.
So I'm going to lower that a little bit.
Bubble guppies?
Yeah, what's up with bubble guppies? Matthew M said, Jenna, say the word bubble guppies if you need help.
Oh,
Are there any movies Matt has seen and loved that Holden hasn't?
yes.
Yeah, there are. Gladiator.
I have not seen Gladiator yet.
Have you ever seen Troy?
I have seen Troy.
Have you
300?
seen
Troy was okay, in my opinion. I did not really care for it. Felt it was too long.
300?
I have seen 300.
What'd you think?
It's good. 300 is good.
Remember the Titans?
It's been a while. But
Miracle.
No, I've not seen Miracle.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, there's a few, y'all. There's a few.
Okay. Careful. Feel free to leave fake spoilers in the comments in case you see any real ones. Big fan. This is Jeremy Diaz. Big fan. Please post more before I start work again. I'm working on it. There are some exclusive videos only available for patrons. Link in the description below. Let's see. Wait till you see Doctor Strange in Infinity War.
What movie is next that's coming out? Somebody asked. Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah, it'll be Guardians 2. We filmed that tonight already. So no spoilers how we thought or what we felt about it. But
Yeah.
Hey, Holden, just so you know, the Age of Ultron video isn't on your playlist. Oh, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, sometimes because my patrons get early access to them, and I can't, if I put it on a playlist even unlisted, it shows up for
That's
people.
so weird to me that it happens like that.
I started realizing that. So I have to put it, I literally set an alarm on my phone at like 8:57 a.m. to wake me up. So I'll manually go in and make it public, and I try to remember to put it on the playlist too.
Really cut it close there, Hold.
Yeah, well, I mean, just wake up. I do it from my phone. Just go there and hit public.
Holden is so funny on post day. So Jenna and I, we rifle through and read the comments, and we're just eating it up on the BTS and on the actual video. And Holden's like, "I'm gonna post it and go back to sleep." Like he doesn't want to be around for it.
Well, I mean, I've always kind of been like that. I
avoid.
What if they hate it? You know, so I just close my eyes. Okay, Jack Giles. Black Mirror reaction sometime in the future. Black Mirror would be great.
Black Mirror?
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a techie Twilight Zone.
Okay.
That's why I know it. Jake Short, $20. Thank you so much.
There was a
Got it.
You guys are the best. Discovered you during the quarantine and two became like watching movies with my own friends.
Oh, that's so cool.
Wish I lived on the East Coast to grab a drink for y'all. Holden, thoughts on the anime One Piece? Well, first, thank you so much for that super chat. That's a lot, and I really appreciate that. We live on the Gulf Coast. We live down south. We live in Florida. So we're getting that tropical storm right now. But
90% humidity right now. Go ahead.
It's pretty rough. Thoughts on One Piece? I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't be able to give you like a really good, what I think about it. I know it's popular, and I know kind of like Naruto, it's one of those that I just haven't sat down and watched. I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan, so that's where my expertise lies.
It's about 500 people in the chat, just so you know.
Oh, great. PMP Publishing. Hey, Matt, Doctor Strange movie is pretty bad in my opinion, but character is good in future films.
Okay. Yeah, I thought about that. I was like, I really hope that he does develop more. I hope that I like him. I hope that it comes around. I feel the same way about him that I felt about Captain America to begin with. I was sort of like, meh. And now I'm coming around to old Cap.
Yeah, I think to clarify from my opinion, I thought it was a good movie. It had good pieces. I just didn't like the movie as a whole.
Yeah, fair enough. I saw some funny meme they had of like Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal laughing, and Ryan Reynolds is like in the middle. Is that funny picture?
Yes, I saw that.
Bryce Carbello, or Carabello maybe. Will you react to the MCU Disney Plus series like Loki when they come out? Also, please at least do reviews of the MCU when you catch up and see them in theaters. I would love to do that. That's the plan. Whenever some of the Disney Plus Marvel shows come out, we will absolutely be watching them. That is the plan.
And there seems to be a lot of MCU movies in progress or in production, right?
There always are. Parker Dyer, will you guys make reactions to Stranger Things? Thank you so much for that super chat. We've been asked about Stranger Things quite a few times. We probably will. It's going to be after the MCU though.
We better.
Random Annie's channel. How's it going? Been looking forward to this. Thank you so much, Random Annie. You made him a moderator on your thing, right?
Because Random Andy is a fantastic dude. He's a moderator, yes. I got full trust in that guy.
Hey, Random Annie, real quick, I'm going to make you a moderator on my live stream. Don't abuse this power. Just anybody that's spamming anything or spoilers, that's really all I care about. Obviously, you don't have to do that if you don't want to or feel like the need that you have to be here every time, but there you go. Brody Heil, sending love from Brody and Lonnie and Sydney. I hope I'm saying that right. Brody and Lonnie and Sydney. You guys should watch Whiplash. Whiplash is very good. Whiplash is a skating It's like about roller derby. No, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of no, that is right. Hang on, let me look it up real quick.
Okay, Matt, figured it out.
Whiplash. I hate how you have Yahoo as your.
So I don't know why it does that. I have Google, and then it's secondary puts it to Yahoo.
Yeah, I need to fix that because that's no, it's not. It's not the movie I'm thinking of. This is the one with J. Jonah Jameson. This was like nominated for Best Picture a while ago. I have not seen it yet, but I absolutely will.
What's Ready Player One?
Oh, so good.
Is that a movie?
It is. It's a movie. It's lovely. Thank you so much, Brody. I really appreciate that.
Caleb Fanton said, "Congrats, Andy."
Hunter, $20. Thank you so much. Sorry, it's taking me a minute to get to your chat here. Hey, Holden. So for me, when I first saw Endgame, the wow factor of the finale made me believe it was the perfect movie. Then about 2 weeks later, I came back and had a different opinion. Will you guys do that? I saw Endgame several times in theaters too. Gave it some time. I own it. I've seen it since then. My opinion on it is pretty much the same as when I first saw it. I loved it. Matt has talked a little bit about going back to movies in the past before. Your opinion doesn't really change that way, at least from what I know of you.
Well, but I think I really am maturing when it comes to watching movies. So I think it's worth a try. Like, I'm not as narrow-minded as I was. You got to look at me at Star Wars, and you got to look at me now, and I'm just a different person when it comes to movies.
You've evolved.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that super chat. When new MCU movies release in theaters like Black Widow, you make videos of them as well. Love the series, by the way. Best on YouTube. Thank you so much. We've talked about that, and I want to do that. The only reason we would have seen Black Widow in theaters if it came out, but it got pushed back because of COVID. So absolutely. Jeremy Diaz, what is each of your favorite movies?
The Pursuit of Happiness.
Mine's Shawshank Redemption.
Spider-Man 2 for Holden.
Either Spider-Man 2 or if you want something more or less superhero-y, The Count of Monte Cristo would be mine.
Never seen that.
Never seen it.
Oh, it's very good.
Hey, so this is strange. I didn't realize I had the power to block Andy. Like, I can block a moderator? That's weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, if he abuses his power.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alien.
Andy, be warned.
Have you thought of doing Dragon Ball Z Kai instead of DBZ? Obviously, Kai cuts out a lot of content, but by the same token, I think it makes it more digestible. So they re-voice overed Dragon Ball Z like in the mid-2000s, and they cut out a lot of like filler stuff. It made it more kind of closer to the actual manga and everything. I prefer Dragon Ball Z the way it was originally aired, just because that's what I grew up with. So if I were to watch it again, that's probably how I would watch it.
Manga?
Japanese comic book.
Okay.
Which Dragon Ball Z is based off of.
I'm learning so much.
Manga. Okay, here we go. This is Max Papanow. Max. Hi, guys. Greetings from Canada. With the theater set to open in North America within the coming months, how comfortable would you be to go back? Also, will you, Matt and Jenna, do a review of for Tenet? I will probably be going back to theaters personally, but I know that they're not going to be max. There's going to be limited capacity and stuff. I love the theaters. I've always have. I don't know if they're going to want to come with me or not, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we will. As of right now, Florida is in phase 2 of releasing everybody back, and there's a lot of controversy around this. I don't know, but yeah, when the world gets back to normal, sure.
Yeah. So I'd love to do that. Tenet, yes, absolutely. I would love to do Tenet. Tenet is Christopher Nolan's new movie.
Oh, yes.
Zach Smith, are y'all going to do the DCEU or any of the DC movies? Yes, most likely. Well, it's going to be after the MCU for sure. I'm thinking about maybe finishing off the X-Men movies after we finish the MCU.
I thought you were thinking the other thing.
I don't know. There's we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Mr. Ramtastic. Get Matt to react to Dragon Ball Evolution. He won't know any of the context of it.
Yeah. And I am down to do so.
Yeah.
I'm down to look at all
maybe.
that.
I mean, you might like it. Josh, thank you so much for that super chat. That's a lot. I share Matt's opinion on Doctor Strange. The script was weak with huge pacing problems. The humor always seemed forced, and the villain was beyond forgettable. Doctor Strange has deserved a better intro.
I think there's so much potential with his character.
Yeah. Well, he's still in there. I think he's great. I love Doctor Strange. I can see why you may not have liked the Caecilius and all them. Dormammu was okay, I guess.
Oh man, I thought as a villain that was just so like he was just sort of shoved in there. I know that he was talked about, but it was like this is when we finally see him, and the only time that you see him, he's like, "All right, I can't defeat you. I guess I'm tapping out. There's no magic power I can call upon."
Release me.
Yeah.
Release me.
Random Andy said, "Wow, thank you both. Promise I won't abuse my power." He super chatted. You didn't have to super chat.
Oh.
Thanks, bro.
Abigail Rosales, thank you so much for that super chat. Continue the great videos. Definitely has got me through my shifts at EMS.
Oh wow. Thank you.
Yeah,
wow.
I have been getting messages on like Instagram and stuff. Oh, by the way, that's another thing. If you message me on Instagram or anything and I don't get back to you for a while, don't take that personally.
Or ever.
Well, I try to. I probably will eventually.
I mean, but you're probably very inundated.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. Anyway, what I was going to say was we have a lot of people, and I don't know how to react to it. It's new territory for me, but people being like, your videos have helped me through depression. Your videos have helped me through, and to me, I'm just like, we're just watching videos. We're just watching movies together.
Right.
So, but I love that people kind of get that feeling that we're all friends hanging out. I love that.
That's incredible.
So thank you so much, Abigail. I'm glad that we could help. Just having fun. I hope you feel like you're having fun with us.
I don't know about you, but there will come a point where I do some sort of meetup.
Okay.
I don't know if we've ever talked about that and been serious about it, but there is going to come a point where we do it. It's not going to be anytime soon, but
the only thing about a meetup is I feel like we're not Pensacola only anymore. We're all over the world.
Well, and that's what I'm
like
saying.
Watching,
Figuring out maybe we're the most collective, or just basically putting a post out and be like, this is where we will be. Maybe one day when we actually travel somewhere together, something like that.
I think Pensacon would be a great opportunity for something like that.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Need to watch Ready Player One, CK Sidekick. I know. I would love to. It would be really hilarious. We'd have to watch that with Pastor and Jeremy because there's a reference like every 10 seconds to something.
Really?
Yeah. It's that's an exaggeration, but there are a lot of references to pop culture. PPP ZZZ. I thought Holden really nailed the spiritual and sacrificial turnaround to Doctor Strange. Do you guys think it has to do with Holden's background in religion, making it more interesting to him?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's a really good point. I hadn't thought of that. CK Sidekick, yeah.
You agree with that?
Yes, for sure.
Well, okay.
What do you think?
I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, I told you all a little bit about I started watching that Marvel is demonic video again, and I'm probably going to take them on. I haven't done a takedown in a while.
Yeah, you haven't.
But it would be a lot of fun to do that now.
It would be.
Travis Odom. Gulf Coast is the best. Mobile, Alabama. Love your videos. Love you guys. Okay, well, I guess we have
Mobile.
people that would come by for something like that.
Yeah, you ain't far.
Travis, thank you so much for that super chat. Dimitri, love the videos so much. Really enjoying the MCU videos. Would you consider watching Baby Driver? We had somebody else ask that earlier, too. It might have. Yeah. Yes. The answer is yes. Well, we would love to do that. It's going to be after the MCU.
Shane White said, Back to the Future, we're considering doing maybe my friend rewatches, but I've seen all three of them and love them.
Yeah, that's why we have never done Back to the Future. Matt's already seen them all. We're trying to figure out the best way to like do a video or do some sort of content on it because we could not do My Friend Watches for the first time because that, well, would not be truthful. Ben Jones, thank you so much. Bless y'all. How are you guys doing, all things considered? Holden, you resting? I've been getting more comments and more messages about like my physical, like my health, like my people say like I look tired all the time. People say I look exhausted, lower energy levels. I don't know if that's what you mean, but I've had several comments about that before.
I guess I haven't noticed that, if that's true.
Like I'm more lethargic on live streams and stuff now. Or just like in general, like in videos.
You know, honestly, guys, I think it's the amount of volume of people being here, and it's like we're unbelievably grateful. But it is, it is a lot to keep up with 800 people. So it might be that sort of rhythmic thing that Holden feels like he has to get into, which I understand. So that might be what you're sensing. But the one thing about Holden is, if he doesn't want to do it, he won't do it, and I respect that about you.
Well, and I think you might have just kind of eased into being more yourself too, where before maybe you felt like you needed to like
a little more put on, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, I've never tried to put on. I've know there's been times where like we got to get our energy up.
Sure.
But I've never been like, all right, I'm gonna
fake it.
Fake it.
Yeah.
No. But anyway, to answer that question, yes, I am resting. I'll go through periods. I'll go through like these highs and lows of like I have to edit so much. I have to get these videos out. That can kind of take a toll. And that's why when I finish and like the videos are done, I take my 2 days off or whatever with Jen or whatever and just kind of break away for a bit before I get back into it.
We're trying to get back to weekend shoots because that gives Holden enough time to edit throughout the week rather than cramming it all in.
Yeah. Random Annie's channel. Oh yeah, promise I want to use my power.
You're good, man. You're good.
I got to go back to Bryce's comment. I know I missed that. Sorry, I'm going to go through some of these here pretty quickly.
You're good. Go ahead.
Because I know I can't go back that far. I've been talking too long. You, Mike, 20 pounds. Do you know Bo Burnham? I do. Have you heard about his first movie, 8th Grade? I have. Have any of you seen Little Shop of Horrors? I have.
I have not.
Also, I just have to recommend Gravity Falls. It's a cartoon, Matt, animation, even though it might only have an outside chance. I have not seen 8th Grade, but I've heard about it. I know who Bo Burnham is. He's really funny. He's a comedian. I don't know if we're ever going to watch Gravity Falls, to be totally honest with you. I feel like we have more on our plate than that.
There's definitely some that are like, up front in the kitchen as compared to some of the ones that are in the background.
This is Allie. Or Ollie, I'm not sure. What's up, y'all? You guys should host a raffle to invite a viewer to watch Endgame at your crib with y'all. Oh, man, that would be epic.
That would be pretty cool.
Love the rave room, too.
Thank you.
I would love to have more people involved with that. See, random. I now started saying comments deleted by random.
I know. I was going.
It looks like spam.
Yeah, it was spam. It was spam. I was looking at it.
Oh, well, that's a good thing we got him in there.
Yep, he's good. He's good.
Jeff Rain, hashtag Team Jenna in opening.
Jeff Rain, what's up, man?
Okay. Democ.
Where are you in your super chats?
I'm at Demox now. I'm gonna try and get caught up. I think this is the last. This is $10. Matt and Jenna, are you excited for Guardians 2? And also, will you be splitting up Infinity War and Endgame, making them wait? Well, we just finished Guardians 2 tonight.
We shot Guardians 2 tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're not gonna give any spoilers for that. Will I be splitting up Infinity War and Endgame? Yes. I'm gonna be doing it in the release order. So I think that's the best way to do it. So Infinity War, and then it'll be, I think, Captain Marvel, maybe Black Panther. No. I think it'll be Captain Marvel after that, and then I don't know if there was one more, and then Endgame. So I'm going to be doing it in release order. We're going to have some fun with it, though.
Bunch of blue super chats that I don't know if you've seen yet.
Yeah, did you read?
Nick Hall. That one?
Yep.
Holden, do you like MCU Spidey? And Will Matt, thanks. I do like MCU Spidey. And I think, well, you've seen him now in Civil War. What did you...
I know that he's going to be in more of it, so I think it's too early to tell. If you said, hey, do you like this one over this one, I would pick the Raimi Spider-Man in comparison. But that quote was good.
What always frustrated me, like whenever Tom Holland, who I like, was introduced in Civil War, and he has like a little, like he's a fun character, he's introduced, he's like a kid.
Very kiddish, very young.
What really peeved me off would be like, this is the best Spider-Man we've had to date. It's like he's on screen for 20 minutes. You're talking about 3 movies.
His screen time was very limited too, and that's why I feel like I can't really make a conclusive thing.
Yeah, I mean, he has 2 movies, so we'll give those 2 movies a shot. But I remember that particularly like annoying me. Like if you don't like the Raimi movies, fine, but let's not act like the character development is anywhere close to the same.
Yeah,
but that's just my opinion. Favorite non-Spidey film from Sam Raimi? Ooh, Evil Dead 2.
Spider-Man. I don't know any of the others.
Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi is actually going to be directing the next Strange.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it's better.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to have to catch up here on some of these.
There's one from Slim Jimmy. It says, would you guys do A Quiet Place? I love that movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. Probably when the sequel comes out, we would do that. What about Doctor Strange besides magic is Harry Potter? What about Doctor Strange besides magic? I guess it's like Harry Potter.
The Cloak.
The Cloak?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. But the magic was
the big connection for you.
Yeah, big connection, without a doubt.
Some Alois Van Dress. There's no question or anything, just £2. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that.
I couldn't watch The Quiet Place. It was too scary.
This is Brian De La Paz. Hey, Holden, do you own all the MCU movies? Because I do, and I was wondering what is your favorite MCU film? I don't own all of them, no, but my favorite is probably Endgame, Civil War and Endgame. Good question. This is Zero Skater 94 Daredevil series. What did you think of it? Loved it. Would love to do it after the MCU. I think we are going to do that one.
We got a lot we got to do.
I want to make sure I didn't skip this one. Okay, so Popeye 112. Thank you so much for that super chat. That's a lot. I really appreciate that. I'm seriously enjoying your videos so much. Always looking forward to your opinions. You're very interesting people and so open to new things. Keep doing what you're doing, Michael. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That means the world.
Yeah, no question or anything. I really appreciate that. That's a lot, and it means the world to us. It's always interesting hearing Matt's opinion because I never know what you're going to think of movies. Like I didn't think you would like Civil War, honestly, and for you to give it such a high rating.
And you thought I would like Doctor Strange.
I did. Well, I thought you would like Winter Soldier. You didn't. I thought how similar Civil War and Winter Soldier were to one another, and
They felt so different to me.
they feel Civil War. I feel like is the step above Winter Soldier, but I still feel like tonally they were similar.
I don't know. That one, it was much, much better in my opinion. Yeah, and so it's interesting for you to say that, like, we're open-minded and all that. Are you trying to get caught up? You good?
Yeah, I'm fine for now.
It's so interesting to hear everybody's different opinions on what they think, their perceptions of us, all three of us. I mean,
Yeah.
we had somebody comment about how, I think Jenna and I specifically, like they would be good videos if we had some sort of personality. So one person
Well, I think
thinks,
that's mean. Like it's a mean comment.
well, yeah, but I wonder, there's probably some sort of basis to that, so somebody out there thinks we have zero personality, and then other people are like, oh, we love your personality. And so it's just so interesting to hear the different walks of life and what they think.
Someone commented that the videos would be better if we didn't have a superiority complex
Yeah.
or something.
If y'all
like
didn't?
that.
Yeah.
The Star Wars ones are the worst for you.
Yeah.
Like, people call you all kinds of names on that one.
Well, that's because for 15 minutes, all they saw was me just bashing something with zero explanation. There was 2 minutes of talking,
Yep.
Yeah.
after each video.
Sebastian. Hey guys, I recommend watching Death Note. Yes, and FMAB. I'm not sure.
Is it?
Full Metal Alchemist? No, I don't. Death Note. I would love to. That would be an anime I would love to watch with you. Aside from Dragon Ball Z, it's great.
I don't know anything about anime, y'all.
Thomas, if you're looking, it's Canadian. If you're looking for anime suggestions, I highly recommend Cowboy Bebop. That's another one I would love to watch.
Cowboy Bebop.
That
Yeah.
just sounds interesting.
That sounds interesting and
It is. Or Afro Samurai. I don't know if any of you guys remember Afro Samurai. Samuel L. Jackson does the voice of the main character. What's that music?
this is non-copyrighted music from Epidemic Sound. No?
No, we'll cut it for now.
I figured not. Okay.
Ian Carnes. Hello, you three beautiful humans. Thank you. Hey, Ian, how's it going? He's one of my
Thanks for
patrons.
being here.
Appreciate you being here.
Troy Boyle. Matt is missing some of the context. What Matt doesn't understand is how faithful Doctor Strange was to the comics by Steve Ditko. Well, even if it's faithful, doesn't mean he necessarily will like it, I would say.
So-
it is very faithful, though.
You mean as far as like his ending, or in the ending part of it where he's talking to Oumuamua?
Well, like the whole thing, like his whole, his hands being broken, him going to Carmartage.
Yeah. No, I couldn't dig it.
Yeah. So.
Dr. Strange says, Holden, when did you become such a great dancer?
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Did you see that?
That was great.
So you know what? I want to give something real quick that I haven't talked about on the BTS or anything. The whole part at the very end, whenever he just kept coming back and coming back and coming back.
Yeah.
I know he said like, "I'll do this for all of eternity." However, I thought that he thought, well, I know I'm going to win this, so I'm just going to do it. So I didn't have that same feeling that you had, Holden, of like, oh, it was so selfless of him. Like, I really was like, no, he knows that this is going to work, so he's just going to do it. In my mind, he wasn't as selfless as I think he was portrayed to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking of like all of like the horrible pain that he would be going through, just maintaining that. Just like constantly like getting your head ripped off and like stabbed through the chest and like.
That's a good point. That's a pretty good point. All right, I retract what I just said.
Not necessarily death, just like torture, really. I mean, yeah, he dies, but he's doing it over and over again.
That's a good point. Yep.
Hayden Sim, would you watch TV shows like Breaking Bad at all? They've
Well,
never seen it yet.
we loved it. Possibly a rewatch at some point if this channel is still relevant and doing it.
You should watch Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I love all the videos from the UK.
Thank you.
We will be doing Into the Spider-Verse after the MCU for sure.
Into the Spider-Verse.
What does Holden think of his fan account, Master Jedi Merc? It's weird to have a fan account.
Right.
That's for the first thing. I guess I made it. I have a fan account. It's fine. I know I did hear that there was somebody that was impersonating me on one of the chats.
It was in my chat, actually.
Not thrilled about that, but
Yep.
I guess people were asking them questions and they were responding as if they were me. that's just I think that's just a part of the territory, honestly, of getting bigger.
And this is on YouTube we're talking about. So in my live stream, there's been a duplicate of me, a duplicate of Holden, and then somebody else that I won't name their name, but I'm pretty sure it might be the same person, and they most likely will end up getting blocked.
Yeah,
because it feels almost malicious.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, if
that's the point.
I don't mind if they're really a fan and they're just like post stuff. Whatever, that's great. But when they start answering questions as if they're me,
that's it feels malicious.
Shermy loves Disney. I'm excited for you all to see Black Panther. It inspired me not only as a black guy, but as an MCU fan. I really hope they get most of the undertones. Absolutely. Maybe we should talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
We talked about this a little earlier. You know what's happening in the country right now. We are two very white guys, white woman, and Black Panthers on our list to come up. And so we were talking about, like, I don't know the best way, even on like my Instagram.
We want to be sensitive to this. Is basically what we're saying.
I don't know the best way to handle it, I guess, is because like on my Instagram I'm posting just like regular stuff, me hanging out with friends or whatever, and I have people messaging me, don't pretend like nothing is happening.
Right.
Like, okay, I don't know the best way to handle it. So what we talked today, and feel free to give us your thoughts, was we're going to address the obvious elephant in the room that we're white people watching this movie, and we're going to critique, and we know what's going on in the country.
Yeah.
But we're going to just watch it as the movie and critique it as such.
Because it was coming up. Like, there's so many different angles of course, that we have of, like, I mean, it's obviously a very sensitive topic, and we're creators first, but we don't want to step on toes of something like this. Like, I always talk about how I don't care about what people think. I do to an extent, but this is different. This is a piercing piece of history, and I don't want to. So that's sort of where we're coming from with it.
So I feel like whether we say nothing at all or we say something, we're going to get flack.
We know we're going to get flack.
So
regardless.
we might as well. So.
Yep.
Anyway, we make that whole thing to say thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Black Panther. I loved it when it came out.
I'm excited to see it.
Black Panther opened up a lot of doors. It opened up a lot of conversations. Before the whole. It opened up a lot of conversation.
Yeah.
And I think it's a fantastic movie, personally.
I'm excited for it.
We won't go on that too long. Keith D. Music is the only original feature in Marvel films not from the comics. Out of 10, what importance would you put to soundtracks for Guardians 1 and 2?
Well, we can't talk about 2 yet, can we?
Okay, we'll talk about Guardians 1 then. I think the soundtrack is instrumental. In film, not that I ever went to film school, but in film, music and sound is just as important as the visuals. It can make or break. You can have like perfect visual. Honestly, even like if you're, I remember starting off on YouTube, they would say, your video could be crystal clear, but if your audio is garbage, people will click off. You need to have both. And honestly, James Gunn wrote Guardians 1 and 2 with the music in mind beforehand. He knew what songs he was going to put in. So very instrumental, I would say. Yeah. Angry Clerk. I'm going to get caught up on these super chat guys.
That's cool.
I think Jenna and Matt would like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's an ABC show.
I
think you would like it too, actually. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get caught up here. Robert Cordova. Is Matt and Jenna picking on the Easter eggs in any of the Marvel films? Would you consider making a all Easter eggs reaction video in the future? No, not really. I mean, there's no context for it. Like in Iron Man 2, like putting the shield there, you didn't know what that was.
No.
So it would literally, if I did like a compilation, it would literally just be like them. I'm gonna wait for the camera to come back over to me.
Being like this.
Yeah, it would just be, which is most of our reactions half the time anyway. But thank you. No. I mean, we talk about him after the fact. I think I'll be like, did you notice Captain America's shield in Iron Man 2? Like, no,
probably not.
Who's Captain America?
Interesting, I think, later on to rewatch some of these and understand better.
Yeah. Even for me, like, there's stuff I can't talk about because it comes into play later. But it's interesting to see, like, looking back.
And let's all stop for a minute and just appreciate the fact that you have not given us any spoilers.
Oh yeah, I've tried not to.
Yeah, I don't think you
That's
ever
impressive.
have.
Sometimes people have commented when they notice me biting my tongue on something.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Hey, Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, Tobey Maguire. There's a lot of people joking since Doctor Strange could technically open a portal into the original Spider-Man movies. You could have Tobey Maguire in the MCU. I would love that. I don't think they're going to do that, but I would absolutely love that. I would love to see all like the Spider-Man come together. Andrew Garfield too.
Random Andy is expressing that he's a little overwhelmed being the only moderator, which makes sense. He's got 981 people to moderate. You're doing great, bro.
Yeah, just hang in there. Milkshake Man 133. Yo, bro, what's up from L.A.? Your videos are dope. Finally found another Christian who loves movies and comics, etc. as much as me. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy. I'm going to be doing more Christian-themed videos in the near future. Some of them around MCU, which is we talked earlier in the stream. Excuse me. Nicholas, can you each describe one of your favorite scenes from any movie, and the other guess which it is? Describe your favorite scene, and we have to guess what movie it is, I guess. I'd have to think about what my favorite scene is first off. Do you know it offhand?
I'm sorry. I'm honestly, I was looking for Random Andy and seeing what he's sort of handling right now. That's what I was focusing on.
Okay. What's your favorite scene from any movie? And I guess we would have to guess is what they're asking. But I'd have to think about it for me.
Eesh. What's my favorite scene?
From a movie we've seen so far. I feel like we'll have to come back to that, honestly.
And
We have to guess what movie you'd have to describe the scene.
Oh, good Lord. Y'all want me to describe a scene?
We'll come back to that. James, would you do the Alien series? That would be hilarious, I think. Keep up the great work. Your videos help more people than you know. Jenna, number 1. Alien series, absolutely, 100% yes. Have y'all seen? You haven't seen any of the Alien movies,
None.
right? I would love to do the Alien movies. So what about you? You've seen any of the Alien movies?
Mm-mm.
No?
So just so you know, it looks like a Waze is helping Andy sort of figure out who's spamming and who's not. Just so you know.
I'm not even paying attention to those, honestly.
Okay.
Reaching Nirvana. Matt will like Doctor Strange 2, Sam Raimi directing. I hope you do. I wouldn't say you're a Sam Raimi fan, even though you like the Raimi trilogy. Like, I love all of Sam Raimi's
I thought it was good.
movies. Gippy White donated $1. No question or anything. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Isaac, C137. The director said he was in the time loop for much longer than we see, possibly decades. Yeah, so that's another thing. So Doctor Strange, it wasn't just like 5 minutes he was in there. He was in there for a long time, going through that over and over and over again.
Oh, okay.
Very loose paraphrase, but love you guys. Keep it up. That's how I always took it, too. Like, it wasn't just 5 minutes that he's, trapped there. It was over a long period of time. I don't know if that changes it for you at all. Milkshake Man 133. Forgot to ask, will you ever watch any Christian movies? Also love fitness, bro. So, love fitness, bro. So, Matt, your content is dope.
Oh, thank
dope
you.
Too. Keep it up.
I'm glad. Thank you.
Yeah, I actually did a collaboration with somebody talking about Christian movies specifically. We've already shot it. I just have to edit it. Probably we'll do that later this week. But yeah, I mean, we could watch Christian movies for sure, just depending on what the movie is.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I thought that was going on their channel. I remember you saying it's going on your channel. That's right.
SLR Nova. I love screenwriting and look forward to your videos more. Look forward to your videos more coming. Any ideas on how to get more connections in the movie industry? Other creators you would suggest? Love your videos. Keep it up.
In the movie industry?
Hey, I don't know anybody in the movie industry.
Well, yeah, you do.
Who? Sean?
Yeah.
Well, he's a voice actor. It's a little different. Sean Schemmel, voice actor for Goku.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Name drop that. Look forward to your videos. More coming. Any ideas on how to get more connections in the movie industry? Oh, so do I have any ideas how to get more? No, I don't.
Yeah, yours was happenstance that he put a video out and then Goku actually saw it. So
I did take a screenwriting class in college. That's how I know how to format appropriately. I
did too, actually.
You took a screenwriting class?
Yeah. Yeah.
How was it?
It was terrible.
Oh, okay, cool.
Me and words. I can't even read a live chat.
I loved it. I loved like formatting it, and I loved writing dialogue, and I love writing scenes.
I know you do. I have the Spider-Man script in my back seat.
There's a program called Celtics. It's free. It helps you format your scripts appropriately. You can do 3 free scripts. Any more than that, you'll have to pay for, but you can at least learn how to, if you don't already know. Other than that, I don't have any advice on how to get connections within the movie industry. Just discovered your channel. I really am enjoying it. You guys have great reactions. Will you react to more X-Men films after the MCU? Yes, absolutely. We want to finish the X-Men movies off.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. This channel was never meant to be reaction channel. Literally, the only reason I showed...
You're welcome.
Literally, the only reason I showed clips was just to sort of refresh the audience's memory of key scenes, and then it turned slowly into more reaction type
Let's
stuff.
talk about it kind of thing, yeah.
Matthew Gassesi, one of my patrons. The epic dance-off to save the universe. Holden Hardman versus Peter Parker versus Peter Quill versus Tony Stark versus Stephen Strange. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was hilarious. I love waking up and seeing that in Matt's video. Christian Doyle. Love your content in both channels. Also, tried one of your cheese bean burritos. Freaking good. Here's $10 a Holden can bring the popcorn next time.
And just to
Thank you.
clarify, Holden does bring the popcorn.
Yeah,
He
most
does.
of the time.
I brought the popcorn last time. So, see, I paid for it. All right, what else we got here? Since Spider-Man: Homecoming and Thor: Ragnarok are the next movies in release order, would you be willing to watch the trailers now on live stream and let them react and build anticipation? Probably not, to be honest. We've talked about that. We've had people request that, especially for Endgame and stuff. I know that even the trailers are misleading, but I think that there's strength with you just going in blind.
Oh, yeah.
Blind. Just going in blind.
And 14-year-old Holden is joining us.
Oh, dude, it was bad when I went through puberty.
What?
So that's probably why we will not. What?
Matt still does it.
At 30 years old, my voice still cracks.
Chris Taylor, one of my most loyal patrons, movie music. I always remember from a Phantom Menace documentary, George Lucas telling his special effects team, you're not watching the actors, you're not looking at the effects, you're listening to John Williams. Beautiful. I love that.
Andy, you're good, man. Do what you can. Don't sweat it.
Yeah, don't feel, Andy, don't feel like you have to
It's all good, man. It's all
keep
good.
up and like sheriff everything. Or we're just having fun over here.
Other people would be like, hey, this person's spamming. This person's spamming.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm sorry. I'm trying, guys.
Too much. Just do your best, buddy.
It's all good, man.
Music is instrumental. I had to learn that really, like when we started doing more like, hey, I want to try and do like short film.
Yeah.
That's why I think in the Michael Myers one that we did, I tried to keep the music and like
So good.
to do a good job with that. Chris, thank you so much. What is your take on Christian music and other music? This is Batwing. I have a lot of feelings about it.
It can be done well and it can be done terribly.
I actually saw a fantastic video essay on Christian music, and basically they were Christian, and their argument was, if God is this infinite creator that created us in His likeness in terms of creativity, why is Christian music and movies, why are they so bland and basically the same four chords? And I feel like Christian should be
That's a good point.
leading in terms of creativity. But I agree that it's very formulaic, very bland.
Extremely.
I can speak from experience. I played Christian music in a worship band for years at my church. It's very, very frustrating. You have to be very formulaic. You have to say certain things. Mention fire, being cleansed in fire, cleansed in water, washed away, white as snow. It's very frustrating because I feel like Christians should be leading in creativity, and we're just not.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I think that's because they feel boundaries. And I say this not being an artist, but
Well, anytime that any Christian artist, musician, whatever, has tried to step outside of that, tried to be more creative, they get the Christian community kind of attacks them.
Yeah.
To be honest, they do. They don't like that.
there's a rapper called NF, and he started out as a Christian rapper, started rapping and cussing, but it just wasn't his vibe. And he's actually quite successful in the rap community.
Yeah.
And he doesn't cuss at all now.
Well,
Yeah,
good for him.
pretty cool. I just plugged the video that we were talking about that we did on Holden's channel,
What video?
Michael Myers versus Jason
Oh, yeah.
Voorhees.
Very proud of that.
Yep, he
Very
did a
proud of
really
that.
good job, and that's the second highest viewed video on his channel. I'm gonna plug it again because it got buried in the chat. There it is,
From
guys.
start to finish, writing to final edit was like 10 days.
Yep.
Raphael, what other Spidey villain would you like to have seen Raimi do in Spider-Man 4 besides the Vulture? PS Vids have been helping me last mile through pressing times. Thank you, all three. Well, thank you. Other Spider-Man villain, I would have loved to have seen Mysterio in a Sam Raimi movie. Or Shocker, for that matter.
Who? Wait a minute. The person's name is Shaco.
Shocker or Electro, maybe. I would have loved to have seen.
Oh,
They're
boy.
friends with Magneto.
Honestly, like the Spider-Man...
Why was that so funny?
The Spider-Man 2 video game, I think, is a great way because you get like Black Cat's in there and like Tobey Maguire's talking to her, so that's kind of cool. Are you a fan of Clerks by Kevin Smith? Yes, I like Kevin Smith a lot. His movies are they can be kind of hit or miss, but I do like him. I think he's like he reminds me a lot of starting off as like a film director. Like he maxed out credit cards making his first movie. Strange's accident was on February 2nd, Groundhog's Day. Oh, I didn't know that. Very cool.
Do you like Peaky Blinders?
I haven't seen it.
Moving on.
What?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Terrible.
I forget that.
Hope I didn't skip anybody here. Hey guys, been loving the videos. I hear Matt hates musicals, but love character-driven stuff. I think La La Land might be able to change his mind.
I think I've heard that before about La La Land. What's La La Land, babe?
It's a great movie except for the musical parts.
Oh yeah, terrible. Don't like it at all. It's real bad.
Hey Matt, it's Xander. How are you doing, man?
Go ahead, sorry.
Hope all you guys are doing great. Would you do the Punisher show? It's one of the best on Netflix.
Xander, thank you. Appreciate you being here. We've talked about that, and TV series. It's
different.
It feels different and almost tougher to do because it's more of a time restraint.
Yeah.
Even all the Supermans that we did just felt so much like boom, boom, boom.
Mandalorian, we did the whole season in one video.
True.
I feel like if we did Punisher, I want to do Daredevil before I do Punisher. Daredevil would be the first one I would do.
You said you do have a list at home of just like all the movies that for sure are going to get hit.
We're going to be busy.
Yeah, for the next 6 years.
Yeah. So Punisher is a solid maybe. Jackson, has Matt and Jenna seen the Evil Dead trilogy?
Nope.
Is that scary?
It is scary.
Nope.
Jenna's not good with scary pieces.
Nope.
Joel Bentley, go ahead.
I was just going to say, somebody said where the doggos. As you're addressing more comments, I'm going to put the camera on the doggos.
Loving all you guys. Thanks for this. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Just a reminder, Fantastic Four is in the X-Men universe. Yeah, we'll probably get to that one too. That's going to be a tough one to watch.
Where is Logan and all of that?
Logan's an X-Men, so he's in the X-Men universe.
I mean, isn't there a movie called Logan?
Yes. Yeah. So it's at the end. It's way in the future. Oh, I guess Matt's going to pick that up. There's the dogs. Matt, I love your character development. At first, I thought you were stubborn, but as reactions went on, I realized your perspective is dope.
Hey.
Well, thank you. You were one of the few that get me. No, I'm kidding. There's been a lot of people that have actually come around, and I appreciate you saying that because I really have tried to give everything a true chance.
Christian Doyle says, I was about to bring up NF, and then Matt cut me off. Bravo for knowing that.
He's good. He's good. He's really good.
Even I like NF.
Yeah, he's good.
Go Primix from Houston. I love the videos. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Hey, guys, been loving the videos. I hear Matt. Oh, man, I'm way behind. All right, let me get caught up here. Sorry, guys.
Roger that.
Brian Evans, $10. Thank you. Hey, Holden, a longtime viewer, first-time commenter. I share your feelings about Christian music. Do you listen to 21 Pilots? Great example of creative expression of faith. Yes, I love 21 Pilots.
That's all he listens to.
That's not all I listen to, but I do listen to them. I think that they're great. I think there were a couple times in some of their lyrics, I didn't know if they were explicitly Christian or what their personal faith was, but I definitely noticed a lot of similarities or a lot of references and stuff. So yeah, well, thank you.
Somebody said Ant-Man. We have watched Ant-Man.
Yes. Love the Bygone Jim stuff. Hysterical. Jesse Bonds. Does Matt realize Black Panther's suit is vibranium since he made the comment about a vibranium Iron Man suit?
I did realize that in the moment.
That's something I shut up about, too. When you mentioned that, I was like,
But a vibranium Iron Man suit would be crazy.
Yes.
Is that going to happen?
We'll see. Josh, thanks for doing these live streams. It's always really fun to watch and participate in the discussion.
Heck yeah.
Do any of you listen to hip-hop at all? And if so, what are your favorite artists? Not for me, really.
I'm a big Tom McDonald fan. I've been listening to him a lot lately.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Is that it?
That's
All right.
what I have to contribute to that conversation. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really listen to hip hop. I mean, I guess I don't really listen to the radio anymore at all.
I haven't intentionally listened to a radio in 45 years.
I can't. I tried turning it on.
I can't stand the radio.
Yeah, I tried turning it on the other day. It's the same crap.
It is.
Same top 40 crap. I hate it.
Yeah, it's like, welcome to 93 PLX. It's just terrible.
Thank you so much, Josh, for that. I really appreciate it. Hey, Holden, do you watch any DC CW shows? Any comments? I watched the first season of Supergirl and I watched the first season of The Flash, and that's about it. And Gus tried to get me into Arrow. He loves Arrow.
Okay.
But I just never got into it. It was a little too TV, a little too cheesy for me. And that's me saying that. But I'll give it another chance too. CK Sidekick, Matt will absolutely love Logan. I think you would love Logan too. I don't know for sure, but I think you would like it.
It's been suggested a lot.
It's very simple. They really go back to basics with it, and they just focus on the storytelling.
So Matt will understand it, is what you're saying.
Well, no, just that they go back.
No, it's fine. Yeah, no, backtrack. It's fine.
They focus on his character. They focus on who he is.
Yeah, I like
which I
that.
think you would appreciate a lot.
Is it still the same actor?
Yeah,
Okay.
still Hugh Jackman. They do a really good job. It's based off a comic called Old Man Logan. So he's like really old in it. Some of the behind the scenes stuff is really fantastic.
So another super chat. Angry Clank 785 said Tom McDonald just lost a little respect for Matt. I wonder why you say that because
poor
you know
Matt.
Hobson and all them that actually talk about this is just I don't know. I like it a lot.
Let's see here. I know I skipped one.
Well, is it because you called it hip hop? I haven't listened to it.
I mean, I guess it's
Is it?
rap. I guess it's rap, but I mean it's hip hop as well.
Curious if y'all have seen the Perry Comics channel, who's doing a very similar first time watch. We have.
We've talked about it. We've talked about it a little bit too.
His takes are very different and make great companion pieces with your channel. I had never heard of him before. Reaction channels are not like unique, I guess. I guess over reaction, we have been focusing mostly on reaction stuff, but I don't mind it. I get, like it doesn't bother me. I'm not like, hey, this is our idea.
Oh yeah, no, we have seen that like it's just been impeccable timing sometimes. Like we're doing the same movie that he's doing, and I'm not saying he's copying us or we're copying him or whatever, but it might be coincidental. Who knows? But it is kind of strange to see at times, to be honest with you. Like was it Civil War?
There was one title that was almost identical.
There was one title that was like almost identical. Again, not saying that he is doing it, but
It may not have been him. It might have been some. I don't know.
Yeah. No, it was him. It was him.
Oh, it was.
That was
It was like my dash then MCU phase, whatever.
yeah. Which again, I mean, it could have just been coincidental, but it's been kind of trippy to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad saying this because for the longest time we had people constantly saying we're fake, that there's no way you hadn't seen all these movies.
True.
And then when I saw his, I was like, you have all this comic book memorabilia behind you. Your channel's called something comics.
Yeah.
You haven't seen any of these movies. That's surprising. I'm not saying that that's not the case, but I was just like, I don't know. Like I wouldn't name my channel Hockey Land.
Yeah.
And I have all this hockey memorabilia.
Yeah.
I'd be like, first time watching a hockey game.
But maybe he's been into like certain comics, like really specific comics. Maybe he
yeah.
hasn't like delved out. I don't know.
And I'm not saying one thing or the other. I just
Sure.
I'm aware of.
We are aware of him. Yeah.
But you do you.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the Wednesday, Saturday schedule. It was always unofficial. It's always going to be on Saturday at the minimum. Wednesday is just if I was able to produce an extra one, I'll publish it then.
Now that Jenna and I are both back at our full-time job, it does make it more difficult to create two because I run a business. I create my own content that's not movie related. It's not behind the scenes. So there's a lot of orchestration.
Yep.
Yeah. It's really scheduling. It's the biggest thing.
Yep.
I want to make sure I go up here and read all because I almost skipped that one on accident. I agree with you, Matt. I don't like Doctor Strange either.
There's a handful of people that have been popping up and saying it.
Oh, John came back and said, I don't work for or with Perry, just a fan. I found your channel from
cool.
YouTube suggestions around his video. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have, I would imagine we have mutual,
I would imagine
mutual
so.
people watch. So
Yeah.
Be like, I hate him. He's stealing our idea. He could have been doing it long. I have no idea.
And that's what we've talked about, how like, we noticed him after we were doing this. Who's to say that he didn't do it first?
Yeah.
Which I guess we could look at our first one and compare to his first one.
And,
But
there's the YouTube algorithm. I've gotten other suggestions from
Yeah.
people watching
Yeah.
such and such for the first time. And they might be seeing us and
Yeah.
seeing our numbers, and they might have been doing it longer
Sure.
and are, pissed at us. I don't know.
well, and if that is the case, like, hey man, good on you, do it. And if not, there's no shade regardless, bro. If Perry comments, if you ever see this, no shade, keep doing you.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna put somebody in timeout myself.
Ooh.
Holden, how do you say Ouija? Ouija.
It's
That's,
Uja.
that's unfair. That's unfair. That is, well, no, I guess you did have to read it, so I'm an idiot.
Would y'all ever consider doing any horror movies? Maybe the Annabelle series, The
Yeah.
Conjuring, Nun, etc. Yes,
No.
we're trying to wait till not Jenna. She hates them.
You would try it, Jenna.
We'll be fine. We'll watch them during the day. But we're waiting. I'm trying to wait till like August, October, or September, October. Time. A little bit closer to like Halloween. I don't know what that means. Tom McDonald ponders white oppressionist. I don't know who Tom McDonald is.
And hey, I'm not saying that everything the guy says is correct. I mean, there's
we
been
go.
there's been quite a few things that I've agreed with. There's some things that he says that I don't agree with, but I like that he talks about things that aren't just guns, money, girls, rims. Like that's been done.
He's a hip hop guy.
Yeah, but he talks about a lot of he'll actually talk about other rappers and how all they're doing is selling alcohol, and like
Yeah.
he talks about a lot. And you know what? Maybe it's sensationalism, maybe it's not true, but whatever. He talks about issues and sparks conversations. That's why I like him.
There's a really funny Key and Peele skit that like did that, because they're like these rappers that it's just drugs, money,
It's the
girls,
same thing.
and then there's like these other rappers that talk about like real like growing up in
Yeah.
like poverty and what it was like and trying
Yeah.
to get out of it and stuff. And they kept going back and forth between the two of them. It's really funny. Key and Peele, have you watched Key and Peele?
Not much of
I
it.
love them. They're hilarious.
They're like the new age Mad TV, but just the two of them.
They're a comedy duo that does like skits and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey guys, been loving your videos. I would love to see you guys watch The Shining. That's one we would love to do during Halloween, I think. What are your guys' favorites videos you've made together? Ooh, that's a good question.
One of my all-time favorites has been, just because of the amount of fun it was, and it might have been because it was the first one, but How to Drive in Pensacola Part 2. That was our first video we ever did. That was so fun. I really like the Michael Myers versus Jason Voorhees, the amount of effort it took on everybody's part.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I really enjoyed that. We had a lot of issues doing that, but I think it also went smoothly at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, I was not expecting it to be as good as it was, nor was I expecting it to be as well received as it was.
It turned out incredible.
So I remember even talking to you guys, like we're about to do a lot of like physically demanding stuff,
Yep.
and I don't know if we're gonna get any views for it. Same
Yep.
thing when I'm talking about the Spider-Man short film we're doing.
We've done close to 60 videos together now.
Has it been that many?
collaboration videos, almost 60, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
So there's been a lot. We've had a lot of fun. I'm really happy. It's been real fun, bro. I appreciate you involving me.
My favorite, that's really a good one. I love doing any type of skit or type thing like that. Like even with Civil War, the opening for that was a lot of fun.
76.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a whole channel by itself.
That might be some lives, but I could be wrong about that.
Danielle White, have you watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? No,
No.
have not. But I know it's tied in. I just couldn't get into it. Pops Art Studios thought of releasing full-length reactions for patrons. If I did that, it would only be our reaction. I wouldn't show any of the movie. There's some legality stuff behind that for why I wouldn't do it. Austin Viola, thank you so much for that super chat. These ice drinks making me burp. Sorry, everyone. Been loving this movie series since the start, and I'm glad that there's people like Matt out there who share 98% of my opinions when it comes to movies. Wow. Happy to not be alone. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. Matt just pisses me off for a living.
For a living.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're able to relate, because I know I kind of represent, I've even had comments like this, that I represent more of like the Marvel fanboy kind of general opinion, which sucks, because I think I have, I give reasons behind why I like stuff, but I do like the movies and whatnot. So it's interesting, I'm sure, having people hear your opinion kind of completely on the outside.
Yeah. I come in with no history of it, no barriers, no expectations. I'm just like, nah, it's garbage, or I really liked it.
Yeah, and people will get really attached to these movies. So
They do.
to hear you be dismissive, I think is what pisses me off.
Yeah, and I hope that y'all all know that I never say any of it out of disrespect.
Literally, like popping popcorn, poking your head, and go, "Yeah, that Winter Soldier, it sucked."
No, and I never say it like to piss anybody off or to get a rise out of you or anything. But it's just the truth, and I think that's what's so cool, is that being honest about it. Because if I were to lie or sugarcoat it or whatever, the movies that I do like, they wouldn't be as special of a reaction, I think, because people hate me when I don't like something. But when I like something, people are like, yes, finally.
True.
So, they have that feeling of like, well, we know he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
So
Holden, how excited are you for Taskmaster? I'm pretty neutral on it. I really only know Taskmaster from some of the video games, but that's about it.
speaking of video games, what about that one game you're talking about, the free one to download?
What?
There was some game that you told me about that was free to download, some shooting game.
Call of Duty is on PlayStation, or it was free on PlayStation. I don't know if it still is.
Okay.
Told you to get that. Big fan from Scotland.
Scotland, all the way in Scotland.
Holden, do you get nervous the bigger the world? Hang on. Holden, do you get nervous the bigger the world building gets, deeper the lore gets from comics for Jenna and Matt to follow? Do I get nervous?
Nervous?
The bigger the world building. Oh, the world building gets. Yeah, so like the more stuff that's involved. No, I don't get nervous from that. I don't know. Have you been like keeping up with like the story? I think that's what they're asking. Like you've been able to keep up and whatnot.
Yeah, without a doubt. I don't know if I'm like totally understanding the Infinity Stones and all that, because it's not like the Infinity Stones are like every single movie they're harping on it a lot and be like, okay, this is what's going on with the Infinity Stones. It's very much like at the end they touch on it or whatever. So I don't think I'm full blown knowing everything with the Infinity Stones, but each movie I've done a really good job, I think, at holding on to the story.
Yeah, that's good. This is a good.
Even with Doctor Strange, held on to it pretty well. Go ahead.
That's a question for all of us, including Jenna.
Jenna.
What do you guys and Jenna do for fun or side of work in movies to stay sane?
Nothing. We do nothing. I do nothing but create content and run my business and work.
You got to take those rest days, my guy.
Nope, no time. I honestly don't have time right now.
I mean, you know me. Like, I'll sacrifice. Like, Holden, you could do this to make more money, and I'll be like, no, I want to chill.
Well, this is not whatever. I have a lot of obligations. I have clients. I have patrons. I have I have just a lot of things happening that I'm orchestrating and doing aside from my full-time job, aside from being a husband, aside from being I have a lot of responsibilities and a lot of things I'm doing, but I enjoy doing it. So like, there's never a point where I'm like, God, I got to do this. It's just fun. It's a lot of work though.
Yeah. I need breakaway for sure. I designate time that I'm not doing YouTube stuff, and I'll spend time with family and friends.
I guess you can say maybe my working out, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good,
maybe
your anti-drug or whatever. I definitely take time. Like I'll just watch, I'll hang out at home mostly. Like I'll watch movies, TV, have a friend over or something and just not think about it. And then I very much am like, today is a perfect example. Like Saturday, I was spending time with Jen. Right. And then today it's like, all right, let's get back to work.
It definitely is now like heading into work, like, let's clock in. It doesn't take any value away from it. Like it's still just as fun. And we said the moment it feels like real work, we will stop. Yeah. But it's definitely much more like, all right, let's get on the ball.
Gabriel, hi, greetings from Toronto. I love your and Matt's videos. Keep up the good work. By the way, have you guys seen Screen Rant's pitch meeting sketches? Yes, I love them. I feel it would be something that Matt would enjoy. I love pitch meetings sketches. They're all hilarious.
Toronto Maple Leafs, an incredible hockey team. Go ahead, what?
I would actually love to watch some of this. I would love to react. I would love to get your opinion on like some just like general popular YouTube sketches that you probably missed out all this time.
Because of all the Marvel stuff?
Yeah, I mean, because I wanted to do like those Batman ones when we watched The Dark Knight. I still would love to do those, actually.
We can do it.
Matt listens to very little hip-hop, confirmed. Will we ever see Deadpool 2 reaction? No.
No?
Matt, you've seen them both.
No, I've only seen the first one.
Oh, well, maybe. I kind of want to get through X-Men a little bit more first, because Deadpool's in the X-Men universe. Fun fact for you. Just finished the first Transformers, forgot how much I liked it. Are you considering watching some of them? Yes.
I've seen the first and second one.
Of Transformers?
Yeah.
We'd have to do it as like a trilogy. That's kind of how we cheated with The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Because you saw The Dark Knight years ago, one time.
Forever ago, yeah.
So we did, my friend watches the trilogy for the first time. That's how we kind of got around that.
Yeah, I think
and we still talked about it in the video too, so it's not like we just avoided it.
Yep.
Let's see. Please do Man of Steel and Batman versus Superman episode. Yes, we want to do the DCEU.
Batman versus Superman?
That's the name of the movie. So spoilers. The name of the movie is Batman versus Superman.
Really?
Have you never even heard of that movie?
No.
Okay. Yeah, we would do that when we do the DCEU, which
what are you doing?
Which we'd probably do sometime after MCU. Let's see. Just trying to catch up on my comments here. Sorry, guys.
Don't worry, there's only 725 people waiting on you.
Matt, do you have any tips or steps to kick laziness?
Yeah, just start. A lot of people, I think, look for answers and look for answers and look for answers. Start. If you don't know where to start, write down what you know that you need to get done and start with one task.
It's actually like my advice for starting YouTube.
Just start.
People ask.
Just start.
Make a video. It's going to suck, but make a video.
Just start.
Holden, considering a classics month, maybe movies like Green Mile or Godfather. Probably not a whole month, but I definitely want to do some classic movies in there dispersed. Yeah. I think when we're done with like an official series, Planet of the Apes I saw is like another one. I would love to do that.
Random Andy said CD needs to be blocked.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with what's going on.
You're good. Me too.
Planet of the Apes. Sorry. Yeah, but somebody's pay them so they'll see the comment. No, I'm sorry about that, guys. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and keep reading some of these. Okay. Getting caught up. Sorry, guys. I know you're waiting. My bad. Okay. RSC says we have one that seriously needs to be blocked. Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
well, you're a moderator. Let me know when you see it.
I'm looking for it. Random Andy, do me a favor. Whenever we're done, I want you to email me whenever we hop off of here. Okay? mattlanefitness@gmail.com.
The Norwegian fan returns. Keep up the amazing work in the States. If you guys ever wanted to visit the home country of Thor, Norway, send me a DM.
Hey, Norway. I got some heritage.
I would actually love to. I want to travel more outside the States. Obviously, right now with COVID and everything, that's a little bit harder, but I would love to go to Norway, 100%. I'm not sure if it's been said before. Have you guys ever seen Ghostbusters? Yes, Matt has not. I saw Ghostbusters for the first time in theaters on like their 20th anniversary or 30th anniversary or something like that. Are any of you looking forward to Tenet? Yes. Keep up the great content, guys, and have a good day. Absolutely looking forward to it. Super excited. I love Christopher Nolan. Holden, as a doctor, I share your frustration with the nurse dismissing your well thought out opinions as garbage. Your patience is amazing. Well, thank you. When can we expect Into the Spider-Verse for Matt and Jenna after the MCU? Rob Williams, please do a To the End trailer, even though you said no trailers. Your stuff is great, guys. From Boston. I was just in Boston. I was in Boston last weekend. To the End. I'm actually wanting to do a skit for both Infinity War and Endgame that would be similar, like in the style of the trailers. I don't know what we're going to do yet. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but I want to have fun with those because I know a lot of people are going to be wanting to watch those. Thanks, Matt, for the advice. Also, Jenna is awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's look at some of these. Well, okay, let me find whoever this people is. Yeah.
I'm not finding it.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the person y'all wanted me to...
CD. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, but I don't see him on there anymore.
CD is no longer commenting because he knows we are on to him.
We're on to it. What about a Universal Monster movie marathon or the Hammer films? Christopher Lee's Dracula was amazing. I would love to do those. The movie, probably around Halloween again. Like Halloween will be our like horror movie, scary movie.
That's going to be really fun.
Time for that. Yeah, I would love to do that. All right, good. Now we I feel so bad. It's like we're caught up with the super chats. Now we can read regular comments too. Favorite Marvel actor? I love Chris Evans.
Probably the favorite Marvel actor.
Yeah.
Dang. I'll tell you my favorite in Guardians of the Galaxy is Drax.
What's his actual name? It's
Isn't he a wrestler or something?
I think something like that. Ever consider Pirates 1 through 3? Yes.
Yes, we.
I feel like there's like always like a handful of suggestions that we just get regularly. Planet of the Apes is one. X-Men before we did it was one. Indiana Jones is one. Pirates is one. So yes. Jurassic Park, that's another one.
Yeah, Holden was talking about it. We did a live earlier for my patrons, and we were talking about movies that terrified us as a kid. And Holden said that almost said Spider-Man. Jurassic Park terrified him for months as a kid.
It did.
Have you watched Lost? Holden Peterson. Holden, there's another Holden in the chat. Holden
Wow.
Peterson, have you watched Lost? I've never seen it.
No, I didn't. I have never seen it. Dave Bautista, that's it. All right, now we're actually caught up with the chats. Thank you, everybody. Quentin Tarantino movie, that's another one that we get suggested a lot. Watch a bunch of the Quentin Tarantino ones. Will we watch any of the DC Universe movies? Yes, after the MCU for sure. The Thing, Halloween time. Blade movies for sure. Yes, I do want to do Blade shortly thereafter the MCU.
I think I did see the first Blade. I don't even know if I watched it all the way through. It was forever ago.
Ethan, just wanted to say love you guys so much. Keep pushing in these hard times. And Matt, keep having different opinions. It helps us see different sides of the stories. Keep up the good work. Take care. Thank you, Ethan.
Thank you. We will. We promise to always be honest.
Hodor from Iceland. Hey guys, love your content. Just started supporting Holden on Patreon. Thank you.
Hey,
I really appreciate that.
That's awesome.
I really do appreciate that a lot. I have so one of my tiers is like a personalized video of me like talking to them individually. And when I first started Patreon, I did not expect anybody to participate, and then now I have a lot of people that have that tier. So I have like 24 videos to do. So anyway, I was just thinking about that. I have to spend like a whole day doing that, and I like to make them good and like personalized and stuff. That means a lot to me.
How long are those usually for you?
I do like 3 minutes of video.
Yeah.
I try. Well, they go from 1 to 3 minutes. Just depends.
What all do you say?
Well, it's different for everybody.
There you go.
Different
I like
for
it.
each person. Sometimes I'll recognize the username, you know. Anyway, keep love from Iceland, land of fire and ice. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate that a lot. Josh, we got 2 more back to back. Wait, here's Jippy White. Is Holden wearing a pivot scene on his shirt? Yes. You can't see it. There we go. Pivot. I love Matt's perspective as an outsider to fantasy and sci-fi fandom. It's so interesting to hear how he analyzes movies. Any chance you guys will do a Battlefront 2 stream again? Yes.
Yeah, we will.
See, Matt?
I'm down, bro.
Yes,
I'm down.
I would love to do that. The thing about streaming those is that we stream them through the PlayStation. So it's really hard for me to pay attention to the game while I'm also trying to answer chats, especially super chats.
And especially now, dude, because your lives are always litty.
Yeah.
Whoever this person is, they're jumping back and forth between 2 different accounts.
2 weeks since I found out Holden is my spirit animal. Though far, the connection in my soul grows even stronger. My taste buds yearn for something only heard of in legend. Sky's Pizza. I am ascending. That's hilarious. Sky's Pizza was great. I actually was there. I went there with Glenn the other day when he helped me change my car battery.
Holden did a video about the best pizza in Pensacola, and they were in that video.
Make Matt watch an episode of the old Adam West Batman series. That'd be hilarious. Have you ever watched any of the old Batman series stuff?
How old?
Like 60s?
No, I didn't know there was any made then.
Yes, there is. What happened to you?
Apparently it's raining. Come in the camera and let them see how soaked you are. Well,
Wow.
right there.
Well, no, yeah. What happened?
I made a mistake.
You made a mistake?
Turn. I don't think they saw it.
Jeez. Yeah, it's monsooning out there.
Yeah, it's real windy and rainy.
Watch the Daredevil Netflix series together. Yes, I do want to do that.
Yeah, that
after
would be
MCU.
fun.
Read politics, current news. Talking about themes and issues in movies is the best medicine society needs. Allows discussion a bit removed from reality. That is until you diss Star Wars, Matt. Yeah. One of the things I won't spoil anything from what we filmed today, but I do talk about that, how it's like a way to approach real world topics in fantasy. So yes, I love it for that. Okay.
Skeeg Spot's in here. What's up, Skeeg Spot? Which movie was Holden not seen that maybe Matt can show him? Maybe reverse the format. So Skeeg Spot, we had an awesome interaction the other day, and I shouted him out on the podcast. Holden doesn't listen to podcasts, so he'll never hear it. But basically, we just had a really cool interaction. I want to show him Gladiator because he's never seen it, and then also the movie Miracle. Really want to show him that.
Yes, I would love to watch Miracle. Shane, one thing I think you guys should do is watch the trailers after watching any of the movies and seeing how different the movie is from the trailer. Much love to all 3 of you. Stay safe as well. I would do that. I don't know the draw of that, but I would watch the trailers after the movies.
My name is Gladiator.
Because the trailers are really good, really enticing. Watch The Room, Roblox guy. Yes. We'll definitely be doing that as well. Suck on D's nuts needs to be blocked.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
I don't even see the account anymore.
I do. I'm looking at it. Bunch of letters and it looks like spam.
Oh, there we go. I see him. There you go.
Did you block him?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go, Andy. You got it, man. All your due diligence.
Nobody messes with Adam West. Would you try V for Vendetta for Matt to watch?
I friggin' love V for Vendetta. Such a good movie.
Yep.
Remember the 5th of November.
If you're doing horror, please do Hereditary. It's about how a family deals with a death in the family. Also, Matt, did you like the Muse song I recommended?
I don't remember what you suggested. That's that person.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, that's another person, I think.
Okay. Hereditary, yes. It's one of Jeremy's favorite movies. I think it's like his absolute favorite movie. So, yeah, we'll watch it. It's scary. It's horror.
Ooh.
Oh.
I don't do well with that.
CD.
Yeah, so CD you got, it looks like Daniel Collin.
Oh, there we go.
Did you block that one?
No, but I am now.
Got it.
I see the messages was deleted by Random Annie. Okay, should be blocked now.
Good job, bro.
Will you watch Sonic the Hedgehog?
just completely
Little
shut
segue
someone.
there.
Just completely shut someone out from the channel. Okay, what about Sonic?
Are you excited for Endgame? Well, we're not really there yet. Yeah.
Yeah, is that the last one out? That's the most recent.
Spider-Man Far From Home is the official end of Phase 3, and it comes after Endgame, which I don't get, but because Endgame definitely feels like an ending.
Yeah, and kind of says it in the name.
Yep.
I want to ask something. Whenever you put an @ so if I put @ Random Andy's channel, will it pop up as a color?
I don't know. I should notify him though. Just a shout out to Random Annie's channel for trying his best to keep up with the chat. Yeah, because there's so much stuff that I don't see.
You've done well, man. You've done really well. And he did a fantastic job on our channel yesterday. We just made him a moderator as well as a Master Jedi Merc.
This is Eneth. It is a Calderon. Tell Jenna she's so pretty, and I love to see a girl in all of this. It's a girl. There's a girl in the chat. Have you guys seen the Blade Runner movies? I've seen the first one. It's been a minute, but I never saw the follow-up. We'll do. I feel like that will be one we'll eventually do for sure.
Have not seen the original RoboCop. Somebody asked.
No.
Django and Shane loved it.
Hey guys, love the Phase 3 reaction so far. Keep up the great videos. Thank you.
It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Mission Impossible. I have seen a lot of those.
I haven't seen any of them.
I think Matt is going to enjoy Iron Man's character arc in the next few movies to come. As in Civil War, his character is less arrogant, but there's still a lot more to his character yet.
That just happened, and the camera was on me.
Would have been easier to take the headphones down a bit.
I guess so. Yeah, I'm excited. Wait, so does his arc get better?
There's more to it. I'll say that. Have you guys watched Stargate before? It's a fun sci-fi, and I think Matt may enjoy it. Love you guys and the content. Have you seen Stargate?
I've never heard. Wait a minute. Is that like another Star Wars?
No, it's a TV show. I have not seen it all the way through.
I haven't seen a lot of TV shows, honestly.
What are you laughing at?
Seen a lot of
I saw
anything.
myself in playback on my my glasses getting caught up. Sorry.
Hi, Holden and Matt. Love the videos. Can't wait for Guardians 2. Matt, I like your views because it goes without bias.
Yeah, that's absolutely. I always want to be honest, for sure. Thank you.
Have you seen Men in Black?
I think I saw the first one. I didn't like it.
You didn't like the first Men in Black?
Nope.
Even I like Men in Black. That's
This
a good
guy.
movie.
I didn't like it.
Doctor Who. I would love to do that. Holden, have you watched the Peggy Carter series?
Who?
I saw this question already. What?
Who?
Peggy Carter. Have you watched the Peggy
Oh,
Carter
no,
series?
you said something before that.
Holden, have you watched the Peggy Carter series?
Sorry. And the answer?
I saw some of the first season episodes when it was originally airing. I didn't get into it. I love Peggy Carter, but there's just something about like the AB because they're like lower budget, shows, which sucks. But no,
Yeah.
Are the rest of the characters in those?
like Howard Stark was in that one, and
But not like the main Avenger.
yeah, like not like Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay.
Random Andy for MVP. Yeah, I'm glad we were able to catch a couple of them.
Yeah, for sure. The Bourne movies. I saw all three. Loved all three.
How long have we been on this stream for?
Jesus, almost 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah, it's almost 8 o'clock.
Okay. We can go I want to answer some non-super chat questions. Have you seen Breaking Bad? I've seen up to season 3. They've seen it all.
Yes.
Loved it. I think we've seen it probably twice all the way through.
Michael Bay's Transformers because it's hot trash. We'll probably will at some point, just to go through the series.
We've seen the Coronado trilogy.
Yeah, that's Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, and At World's End.
Oh,
I haven't
wanna
seen At
see
World's
those.
End. I haven't seen At World's
I
End.
haven't seen any of them.
They're all different. They're all entirely different movies. I think they're just like the same actors and same people that worked on them. That's why they call it that.
We have not seen Venom. Jenna and I really want to see it.
Yeah, we'll watch that one too. How did you three meet? Thank you for your hard work.
I hunted that boy down when I found him on YouTube. We happened to work in the same hospital. We had an incredibly awkward exchange in the hallway. He let me be in on his first video, and he hasn't been able to get rid of me ever since.
Yep, and y'all.
Pretty much the same scenario for me and Matt.
Yep.
So.
I just talked. I talked. Sean McLaughlin, thank you for the super chat. Matt, what do you love about V for Vendetta? There's this sense of like respect about the main character, and
I love V for Vendetta.
it's just so beautifully done, and it talks about like the governmental control, and it talks about there's just sacrifice, planned, toughness, the grit. Like he killed a hell of a lot of people, did it in a very artful fashion, beautiful mask. It was so good.
Yeah, I love it too. There's so many like political, religious undertones, you know, and what is it said like a terrorist? It just are they a terrorist or just depends on like what side, how you view it or something like that.
Yeah.
All I can think of when you say vendetta is from Peaky Blinders.
Yeah,
no fighting.
A vendetta.
Cabin in the Woods is a great horror satire. I loved Cabin in the Woods.
I don't think I saw it.
You would probably like that because it's not like it's not like a horror movie really.
Okay.
I would say.
Probably still wouldn't like it.
Matt, I think you and Jenna will hate Venom.
Really? Well, we really do. We really do like Tom Hardy as an actor, and Jenna likes to look at him. So,
is Nacho Libre on your rewatch list? I could quote Nacho Libre, man. I love it.
It was pretty good, and I don't love everything that Jack Black does, but I thought he did a great job with that.
Holden, thumbnails you do for the videos. Thank you.
Yeah, you do a good job at it.
I actually have started noticing that I spend so much more time doing the thumbnails than I was ever doing before, but it's just how it goes. B-Dag, the Sauce God. That is a fantastic name. Matt, please stay an Iron Man fan. Oh my gosh, he's top on my list. He is top on my list. Now, I do like Thor, and I have a good feeling I'm going to like Black Panther. I am coming around to Captain Marvel a little bit, or Captain America a little bit more, but he's still my favorite. Let's see. Which BLM side do you support, Professor X or Magneto? Black Lives Matter side do you support? We talked a little bit earlier in the chat.
What does X-Men have to do with it?
Exactly. I support Professor X. I think he's saying, like, do you support, like, the violence or do you support the peaceful protesting? I guess is what they're trying to say.
What does X-Men have to do with it?
Because they're almost allegorical for Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Oh, okay.
Where Professor X is Martin Luther King Jr., and Magneto is more of like a Malcolm X type.
I didn't realize that.
Jeremy talked about it in the video.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
He like explicitly.
Yeah, it was a long discussion.
I forgot all about it.
I'm much more of a Martin Luther King Jr. side.
Yeah, I mean, I would absolutely.
So Professor X.
I would side with that peaceful piece without a doubt.
But then again, we're not the ones going through it.
I was going to say, our perception is pitiful because we haven't been through it. We haven't experienced it.
Yeah. Holden, I love your new intro. Thank you. A guy named Devin did it for me.
Nitro Stark said, Matt Lane Fitness, does Holden watch the BTS videos? So we don't like, hey, this is the final edit, so take a look. I don't. Do you watch all of them? You probably don't.
What?
The BTSs?
I do.
Do you?
I mean, I watch them a little later on because, like, I'll post and I'll kind of step away, but I do go back and watch them.
It's funny because I've actually hidden a few things in that I knew he'd be okay with. Like, so with the little dancing thing, I knew he'd be fine with it. But I know how much goes into making videos, so I've never been like, if he hasn't seen the video, like I've never been like, really? You didn't watch my video? Seriously? Because like we got a lot going on. Like we have a lot of projects, so I never look at it as if he didn't watch it. Then
Yeah, I do. I watch the behind the scenes stuff. I don't watch it right away, admittedly. Sometimes.
Thank God he still watches my content.
And like I also live through it. And I'm one of those people, like, if I was ever like a movie actor, I probably wouldn't watch my own movies.
Yeah, Kylo Ren action.
Yeah, because I'm like I was there. I already feel embarrassed about a lot of the stuff anyway. So
like the bathroom scene.
Yeah.
By the way, the Civil War skit was awesome. # Team Bucky.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Thank you. There's a behind the scenes video of me talking about it on my Patreon. If you want to, I go into like writing it and shooting it and editing it, and just kind of from a film, like low budget filmmaker perspective.
Natalie's in the chat, and she said MILF Gang. Thank you, Natalie. She comes into our chat, every single chat, and says MILF Gang.
Yeah.
Big Lebowski, I keep seeing that comment. I have never seen it, but I know that I need to.
I haven't seen it either.
If you want to watch Venom, Jenna might not want to watch it because it has a little horror.
She'll She'll be fun.
Tom Hardy's worth it.
The Last Samurai. I would love to do that one. Have Matt and Jenna picked up on any Easter eggs? Probably. I mean, not really. They don't know what to relate it to, honestly.
No.
I actually watched Batman Forever last night.
Oh God, it's so good. Batman and Robin, Batman Forever, Batman Begins.
Batman Begins was not one of the originals.
No.
Batman Forever. Well, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin. Is there one other one?
I think that was it because it ended with Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze.
Question for Holden. Can't tell. Are you or are you not an Iron Man fan, or do you just not like him? Do you just not like him or a little? I'm an Iron Man fan. I like Iron Man. I like him. I don't like him at first. I don't like that narcissistic kind of attitude that he has.
I agree with that.
But I come to like who he becomes, and that's the best you're gonna get. I do like who he becomes. He's still not really somebody like I would trust, I guess, implicitly. Like Captain America, like that's a guy you can trust. Tony, I feel like oftentimes, well, if it's not going to serve him personally, he's not going to do it. And I'm not attracted to people like that.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on the movie Nightcrawler? Aaron Henderson. I loved Nightcrawler.
I feel like that would be Holden if he didn't have YouTube.
What?
Just-
Nightcrawling?
Yeah, without all the toxicity pieces of it, where you just go around filming
I wanted to do
car
that.
crashes and stuff.
I wanted to do that. Pastor and I both wanted to do that. But, before YouTube was more viable. But
Yeah.
I was like,
John Poole later on. So what Random Andy does is he'll say whenever somebody's leaving, he'll say, "Hey, they're saying goodbye." I think that's really cool. John Poole's leaving later on. John Poole.
see you, John. Kia Ora waving. Thank you so much for that super chat, Mitch Barlow. Can you guys watch Back to the Future? Matt's already seen all the Back to the Futures.
So this is a super chat from Dr. Matt 1984. Is Matt's IQ high enough to watch Rick and Morty?
So that's an inside joke. In Rick and Morty, there's like a joke that you have to have a high level of IQ to appreciate the highbrow humor, but it's funny because there's like fart jokes and like it's like really lowbrow humor. But there was somebody at one point who made a comment on Reddit that only really intelligent people can appreciate Rick and Morty.
We're going to table that one because we don't know the answer to that.
Derek, longtime viewer and now your new patron. Oh, thank number 185. Wow, that still blows my mind, dude.
Yeah, right.
185 patrons. Thank you so much. You know what? I don't know if I should let this annoy me as much as it does, but I'll have early access for like producer and above patrons, like for Civil War, and so I'll get a sudden surge of people that will go to that tier to watch it early and then go before like they're like charged.
You can change that.
Yeah, well, maybe. Well, where it's like they're at the first of the month. The problem is like if I have somebody that's like on the 5th,
Yeah.
or whatever.
But I get what you're saying, and when you get to that point, well, and I mean, I guess you have to just sort of decide, like, is it?
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from,
And
though.
the problem,
I get it.
The problem with selecting the feature that lets Patreon charge them immediately is that it'll charge them at the first of the month, not a month from when they were initially
Right,
charged.
I know.
Which sucks and shouldn't be that way.
Well, and what it's really taken advantage of is the people that are the continuous patrons
Yeah.
that are really supporting.
So if you have somebody that joins my $10 tier on the 28th, 29th, and they pay for it, cool, instead of the 28th of the next month.
Yeah.
And that's not right, and that's really frustrating.
It's kind of messy.
As a creator. Like I would rather they sign up and that's when they pay, and then it's a month from then.
I agree.
And otherwise, you get this scenario where you sign up for it and you will be paid. So you have access to all the content, and then you can leave.
Yeah.
It's not really the reason it upsets me is not because of a money thing. Is that there are people that have actually paid for it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's extremely disrespectful to the people that are paying and supporting you. So I totally understand, and I've questioned that myself because it's happened to me too. I've seen a few people show up and leave after that gets posted.
They'll watch the video or whatever,
and they don't get charged. Yep.
If you want some pop music that isn't on the radio, I highly recommend Carly Rae Jepsen, especially her recent work, upbeat and refreshing. Okay, see it. Thank you, Twin Tails.
Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yeah, she had that song. She had a couple popular songs. I forget exactly what they were. Was she the one that did? She didn't do "I Want You Back." I don't know.
Later on, Master Jedi Merc.
Love seeing y'all live. Jenna, I got watermelon drunk yesterday. Matt, I think you would like Star Trek Trilogy better than Star Wars Saga.
Ooh, shots fired on that.
I don't know if you've seen it. I think you'll like Leonard McCoy. Star Trek I would like to watch at some point.
I'm down.
Yeah, the new movies.
Can't get any worse. Cheerio Dog podcast. So this is our podcast studio. If you're feeling squirrely and you want to check out our podcast, it's on YouTube and iTunes and all that. On YouTube, it's the BTYE podcast. Jenna and I co-host it. We're both registered nurses, and I'm a personal trainer, and we talk about implementing behavior change for your long-term wellness and happiness. This is the podcast studio.
Jonathan, thank you so much for that super chat, man. I really appreciate that. Gaming Beagle, $1. No question or anything, but thank you so much. You guys should watch The Room. Yes, I would love to do that. Jackson said, Jackson says, bye, Jackson.
Later on, Jackson.
Hey, I just met you. This is crazy. Yeah, that's Carly Rae Jepsen. That's right.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Jenna, who's gone. Tom Hardy or Matt Lane? She can't hear.
Well, that's obvious. Hardy. Jenna.
She's gone.
She's gone. She's looking for Tom Hardy.
Holden, will Matt like Stranger Things? Probably not.
Who knows?
I love Stranger Things, though, for what it's worth.
Well, then I'll probably hate it.
Matt, have you ever seen Titanic?
Yeah, loved it.
I've seen Titanic
I cry every
more
time.
in the past 2 weeks than I ever have in my life. I saw it in Boston with my sisters. I've seen it like 3 times with Jen. I'm actually going to be going to Missouri soon to go to the Titanic Museum.
I remember you saying that. I didn't know if
Yeah.
that was really going to happen.
They have like a 1-to-1 replica of the staircase from the Titanic.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. I actually caught some of that in the behind-the-scenes video. You were talking about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get drunk and watch Troll 2. Oh, Troll 2. That's one of those so bad it's good movies. It's
Like Sharknado.
awful. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I guess so.
What do you think? Sharknado is better?
Holden, what is the best soundtrack of all time you've seen since you guys started this series? Soundtrack? One of my favorite soundtracks ever is Prince of Egypt. One of the best soundtracks ever.
That's a movie?
Yes, Prince of Egypt.
They said of this series.
Yeah, I know. But
Oh, okay.
honestly, the only soundtrack we've ever talked about on camera was Thor: The Dark World. Thor: The Dark World.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was trying to remember that earlier.
I forgot. Like, I was so heavily impressed by that score. I loved it. The soundtrack. If you want to talk about like soundtrack, then probably Guardians. of the Galaxy.
Guardians. Yeah, they knock it out of the park. With the first one, that is.
Screw it, Holden. You get this and another patron. Oh, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, man. I love that I have people that help support me in that way, and that helps pay for. Really, it helped pay for like the skit because I paid the VFX guys, and you know.
Oh, did you announce about the whole?
No.
Got it.
We'll hold off on that. Don't you dare talk down on Sharknado, fools. You guys, have you ever seen American Psycho?
I think I have.
I love American Psycho. You heard of Huey Lewis in the News? Such a good movie. Have you watched Nell? Oh my gosh, it's been years since I've seen Nell. Years and years and years.
You ever seen Armageddon?
A long time ago, yeah.
Rick J says it makes me cry every time. Same here.
Are you going to do the X-Men sequels and prequels? Yes, after the MCU. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up, I think, here soon.
Andy, you've done a great job. I've seen more people spamming, and you just did an incredible job, man. I really appreciate you. Please reach out to me. I want to talk to you a little bit.
Ways, I got you. Prince of Egypt is one of the best 2D animated movies ever. I fully agree. Have you and Holden watched The Room? No, they haven't seen The Room. I've seen it many, many times.
Babe, come say goodbye.
Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and sign off here. We've been on, I don't even know how long we've been on.
2 hours.
I'm sure you guys are real tired of hearing me talk.
Come say goodbye.
Why does it do that? Why does it change?
You know what, Holden? Why don't you just not worry about that, okay?
Oh, okay.
You know, guys, we really appreciate you sliding by. And without your support, we would be SOL. I will tell you that we did this when you weren't here, but you being here just makes it that much sweeter.
Yep. All right, guys, thank you so much. If there's any questions or any last-minute things, just leave it in the actual comments when the video posts to the channel after the live stream, and we'll get to it. Love you guys. Thank you so much. We'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully you enjoy Guardians 2 when I post it, and take care, everyone.
Oh, wrong button. Sorry.
Yeah.